Hello friends, welcome to another episode of the free-to-play YouTube series that critics are calling quite good. Thanks for coming. Today I've had a lot of viewer questions, specifically, shall we go for the Tier 5 today? Well, shall we? And I'll tell you why it's relevant. So finally, after a lot of grinding and the good luck of having the Loha event today, Loha's trial, we have found ourselves in the princely possession of 4,007 arrows of resistance, which is less than 5,000, but when the past glory thing comes, which will be in about 4 days, we can trade some heads for an extra 1,000. So we have the 5,000 arrows of resistance effectively. I'm just going to use some heads for it, but you know what? You always have loads of heads left over from epics and blues and greens, so that's fine. So I have enough arrows of resistance. I need to spend 10,000 gems on Books of the Covenant and then 10,000 gems on upgrading 5 buildings to level 25. And then I can push for tier 5. With my tier 5 push, I have just over 1 year's worth of speed ups. So, time to ask you all some questions. Question 1. Is a year enough to get this? 9999999. This 76, soon to be 799, and 1 here. Is 1 year enough to get those particular research things to a tier 5 level? I think I have 370 days, so in my opinion we might just be a bit short. I haven't worked it out yet, but I think we probably need 400 to 500, so we might be able to do everything apart from here, but we might get stuck on here, we might get stuck on here. I presume we'll be able to do these and the economy quite easily and Bodkin arrows, but Pavis is a pretty big one, not as big as these three. The final day for these three is very big. And then the Elite Chukano is about 50 days, so we could get there. However, of course, to do that we need the castle to level 25 and the watchtower to level 25. So the reason I am suggesting doing this today, well, with the castle specifically, and not the weekend, when I believe it is more than gems, is because of one thing only. I don't have any building speed up, so my how long does it take to do this castle? Yeah, it's a 21-day build, and I just don't have the speed ups for it, so I'd have to do this, then wait for the storehouse, then wait for the storehouse to do... Sorry, I'd have to do this, then do... Yeah, castle, then hospital, right, I don't know, it's castle, hospital, storehouse, watchtower, academy. But I have to do, each one be waiting for the one before, I couldn't speed them up, which is not ideal at all. So my, how many people's tier 5 quest gets ruined by a lack of building speed ups? I probably shouldn't have traded them all for training speed ups, but I did, because I just autopiloted, as everyone always does. Training speed ups are good, building speed ups are pretty useless at this point, except they're not for me. So there we go, there's question 1, my friends. Should I just buy the 10,000 books today so I can upgrade the castle? Don't forget about More Than Gems, but in More Than Gems I can spend the gems on something else. But, second part of the question, if I'm spending the gems on something else, what am I spending on? Because I don't need to do VIP, because we're getting there anyway. The Alliance buys a lot of gold chests. I get a lot of VIP points. I may not have any money invested myself, but other people do, and I get the benefits of their hard-earned work. So, shall we do that, or shall we just wait for More Than Gems at the weekend? Hunt for History was meant to be 2 weeks ago, but instead it was this weekend, as in the weekend past. So there is slight precedent for the event being a little off schedule from what I've seen the unofficial schedule being. So there is an argument that maybe More Than Gems won't come this weekend. It is Monday now, and the week, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. It's 5 days away. I kind of think I should wait, but I am also impatient, and waiting 5 days really does delay the whole thing by 5 days. It's not as if I can just smash the building speed ups, because how many have we got? 158. That's about a week. Yeah, we have, let's say 6 days for the hell of it. So 6 days. So this will go to about 15. So we have enough. It'll be 9 days to build, and then the rest will be long time as well. This one, can't remember the speed. It's not quick. The academy is 20 odd days. I don't know the speed of the storehouse. It'll probably be another 20 odd days. Hospital won't be that long. So there we go. Let me know what you think, please, my friends. And whilst I'm seeking advice from people, also, I'm still China. I have yet to change my civilization. I keep meaning to, and then I notice I have troop training, and I think, well, I'll just do it next time. And then I look at it again and think, well, I'll just do it when the troop training's finished. So, what should I do? I have 3 options as far as I see it. The de facto logical thing to do is to go for either... Where are we? Germany, because you get the troop training speed and action point recovery, which is excellent. Great outside of KVK. I could go England, also a similar thing. I think Germany's a bit better. Where's England? Britain. I suppose we get archer attack instead, but the trade-off is you get ally garrison capacity instead of AP, which I really don't want. So I could go Germany. I could go Ottomans. Ottomans, in my opinion, are the best for fighting. You get archer health, but the main thing is troop march speed and commander skill damage, which with skill-based commanders is obviously excellent. Or I could throw a bit of a curveball here and go for Korea. Korea is basically irrelevant, but you get research speed 3%, which isn't huge, but it is 3% more than nothing. The reason I'm considering it is I wouldn't be Korea forever, I'd just be Korea for the duration of the research. I do have a few civilization change tokens, wherever they are. I believe I have 3. They'll be here. Here we go. I have 3 civilization change, so I could easily change to Korea, do all the research, then go to Germany or Ottomans. It seems a bit of a waste, but at the same time, I don't know, 3% of 500 days is 15 days, like it's something. It's definitely an option. So on that front, please let me know what you think. Right, account updates aside from that, I've just been grinding my little arse off. I think, well, I'll tell you what we'll do before we look at that. I'm 99th in the honour list. Let's have a look at the whole of KVK, because that might be more interesting for people. We've seen my account, my questions. So we are here. 10 bottom right, sorry. Bottom left is our allies. I tell a lie. Top left is our allies 16. Top right is our allies 07. Every other kingdom is an enemy kingdom. There's a lot of talk about 20 perhaps not fighting. I don't know enough of the details, nor do I really care, to be brutally honest. But so I hope they do. 08 is the Imperium on the opposing side, so they're going to be strong contenders. If we fight them, it will be in Kingsland. So clearly we have a 1v2 here. The only question is, are 05 going to go for the 1v2 with us, the strongest kingdom, or are they going to go for the 2v1 with these guys here against 07? 07 are a very strong kingdom. They're an Imperium, but they're not as strong as us. So my money would be on them coming up here and doing a 2v1 against 7. No idea if it will happen, but that's what I'd do if I was them, which would mean they effectively leave this as an uncontested zone, which, let's just say 20 will fight, would mean 20 would be 1v1ing the strongest Imperium in the 3-3 bracket, which would mean, like, with all great respect, they would lose, because that's what happens when you fight against people who spend more and are stronger. You lose most of the time. So would they even come and fight knowing that? Again, they might come and do a few sautés, but they probably won't. So there's, in my esteemed opinion, there is a chance that this zone goes uncontested, so a potential 2v1 turns into a 1v0. I fervently hope that isn't the case, because, you know, KVK is all about fighting, but from a strategic point of view, it does kind of make sense. Anyway, we'll see what happens. We're a long way away from the zones opening yet. Still plenty of jostling to do. No Hall of Fame, but we have... What do we have? We have Revenge, so in a few days it's going to open. Something to worry about later. In terms of the honour rankings, as you've seen, we're 99th. I will not hold that position because I'm still smashing barbs on my main account. I just have a lot of barb kills because I was grinding the Lohar event. You basically get, for each barb you kill with Lohar, you get a Lohar bone claw. I don't know why I did that. And they give you on average 1 to 2 watchtower points. So if you kill 100 barbs, you get 100 Lohar things, and you get about 160, 170 watchtower arrows. So you really do get them quite quickly. I went from 1,500, I think, to 4,000 in a day and a half, and I wasn't even doing that mad. Like, 11,000 honor points. I haven't gone mad. In terms of alliance, we are 9th. In Victum in 3308's number 1. The big Indonesian alliance in 07's 2. Oh wow, the Indonesian kingdom, that they are 07th, and Indonesian kingdom have the 2nd and 3rd. That is very impressive. Then it's the 05, then 07. Again, wow, 07 are active. Then it's 20. Then it's our compatriots in 10, and we're down in 9th. In terms of kingdom power, kingdom honour, we are number 1. I tell a lie. In terms of Kingdom Honor, we are number 2. Unsurprisingly, given how active 07 have been, like they're really killing it, aren't they? Down to 18 in bottom place. I will say, however, Honor isn't really that much of an indicator of anything. Both the alliance thing at this point, because Honor is very largely dictated by who owns the structures. So if we own all the structures, for instance, then we get a load more Honor that killing barbarians just can't compete with in the long run. That being said, it is an indication of how active 07 are. Perhaps we need to step our game up, as they are well ahead in that front, like on the alliance and the kingdom front. Fair play to them. Yeah, Grizzlies leading the way. There's loads of 07 guys here. Where am I? I'm the 5th in our alliance, which doesn't mean much. Anyway, I certainly won't hold that position. That's just where I am now after I've been killing a load of barbs. So there we go. There we have it. Zones opening soon. I'm hoping for a 1v2. I'm fearing it's going to be a 1v0. I'm not sure what's going to happen in any of the other zones. I'm not sure what's going to happen here either, but that's just my indication of what would happen based on what seems like the most sensible strategic options. Fighting against a superior force, an overwhelming force. Finally, I will say that this Traveller's Tales thing is actually very good. I've seen the stats. Someone on Fleisch's Discord posted how the probability has changed. It is now a lot better to do travelling and dispatching. Everything you do now is, like, all the dispatches are your target things. It seems like this has got a big buff. I did a few on my main account, and I actually got an upgraded armament, which I never get better armor. It wasn't brilliant. It was like 4.2% to 4.6% total, but it's better than nothing. I'm going for Arch, Wedge, and Hollow Square, because they're the only ones that seem to match me. I have triple lined could be for Bob. Yeah, for Belisarius, I don't want to use that. The Testudo and the Circle seem pretty niche ones. I'm sure people will reveal excellent combinations with those. For now, I'm just going to be a sheep and go with the flock. Do what I usually do and see what happens. Anyway, my friends, let me know, should I be pushing tier 5 today or tomorrow? Should I wait for more than gems and just accept the fact that I might not get there because of my building speed up issue? Or should I say, to hell with it, let's go today? And if I'm going today, what am I going to spend gems on at the weekend? Oof. Very finally, I listened to all the advice in the comments. Thank you to everyone who gave me some, who basically the Hunt for History event. What should I spend my occult blueprints on, like the 8 good blueprints? So I was all set to do Cavalry Helm, and I believe, Genia in the comments, sorry if I pronounced your name wrong or just got the wrong name, Genia, made the excellent point that whilst the Cavalry Helm's good, long term the best helm is the KVK Cavalry Helm, the Pride of the Khan, I think. So I'm basically getting the second best helm, whereas with the Archer boots, I'm getting the best boots for archers, so I went for them. We now have 9 Dragon Breath boots, plus 7 of these. So we've got 16 Dragon Breath boots effectively. When we get 14 more, we shall be able to forge them and add them onto Thutmose. Oof, I think that's everything, my friends. Bit of a long-winded video. Let me know in the comments your thoughts to what I've said today. Which civilization should I choose to? And yay or nay, push tier 5 starting today. Oh, thanks very much, friends. I will see you on the next edition of Greggy Does Dallas.